Hey, it's me, Nurse Tiffany, and I'm so excited to be here. I wanted to come on and give you a quick week 1 through 3 update in regards to how everything's been going for me in advanced pharmacology. Let's get into it. So, as you all know, this is my first course that I'm taking by myself, or that I'm taking by itself, since I've started the FNP program. And so I was really excited and looking forward to it because advanced pathophysiology tore me up. So, to say the least, I want to say it feels easier, but I know it's not easier. It's just that this is the first time I'm taking a course by itself. So for me, I feel like I've been able to kind of like ride right on through. It's still a hell of a lot of content, so much reading. It wasn't even this much reading, I don't believe, in pathophysiology. Week 1, we covered the first 10 chapters of our book. And so every book at Chamberlain, though, is an ebook. So what I did was I went to my local library and ordered the actual textbook just so I could see the charts, kind of lined out the way they were supposed to look, see images in color and things like that. That really helps me out a lot. So just having the textbook in front of me, sometimes it just makes reading easier for me. So I'm not always looking at the screen when I go to read. So the first 10 chapters were basically over state laws and DEA practices, MPs, like full practice authority, things like that, and how to write a prescription. That was the basis of it all, like how to write a prescription. We had a quiz. So each week, weeks 1, 2, and 3, we have had quizzes. And I have not gotten all 10 points on each quiz. So each quiz, as you heard, was 10 points. And on every single one of them, I've gotten 8 out of 10. They don't allow you to remediate. I've asked my instructor, can you tell me where I went wrong on, the said question, and they won't let you review any of the correct answers. He did tell me that he would be willing to tell me which questions I got wrong, but he won't give me the correct answer. So he did tell me on week 2, because I was really interested, because week 2 we went over antihypertensive. Also, that week was about 10 chapters. Now, let me tell y'all a little bit about me. So for week 1, I probably read maybe 4 chapters is what I was able to get through. After so much reading, guys, I kind of just blank out. My mind starts just going every which way. So, yeah, I still got chapters 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to cover. Week 2, another 10 chapters. So like, say for instance, there was a chapter on diuretics. Then there was a chapter on ARBs. Then like ACE inhibitors, so on and so forth. I've gotten through maybe 6 out of the 10 chapters for week 2, only because it was a little bit more engaging, a little bit more of aha moments. As I was going through those chapters, there were more YouTube videos that I could find, still using the same guy. Love his videos. I haven't had the opportunity to venture out and see if there's anybody else that I enjoy. One of my biggest fears, though, just like it was for advanced pathophysiology, I lack the ability to find questions. And so I really would like to see and apply what I know. So they came out with a webinar last week in regards to how an NP can study. The school said it, I didn't. They suggest that you go to ChatGPT and ask them to filter study questions. And I did that, and y'all, I couldn't even pass the ChatGPT test. And so I've been doing that. I'll tell Chat what I'm covering, and I'll say something like, Chat, can you make a 15 question quiz over antihypertensives for the nurse practitioner? And shockingly enough, the questions will be based on stuff that I know. It'll be based off good scenarios in regards to our content for that week. And I am not applying this information accordingly. And so because I haven't been doing so well on the Chat GPT quizzes, it does have me a little discouraged. They have been uploading weekly webinars in regards to the content. But like I said, even in Patho, I just don't find it beneficial to me. The videos are boring. I get tired of hearing the same voice over and over again. I'm just not engaged in it. They also put out another video in regards to how nurse practitioners should study. Yet again, I read the transcript of it and muted the video because you could barely hear it. So I feel like these instructors should do a way better job with uploading these clinical webinars for us to use, especially with the amount of money that we pay, for school. It would be nice to have lectures, to say the least. That's the basis of it. It would really be nice to have a lecture. For this particular school, you definitely have to be self-motivated, organized, and focused. Well, I don't necessarily mind it at all. It's just a lot, and it would be really, really nice to have a lecture so you can kind of like just hone in on what you're going to be covering. So my study guide is probably about 50% complete. And so what I'm doing right now is trying to go back in and filter through the areas that I missed from week 1 and week 2 and catch up for this week. Week 3, we covered opioid analgesics, and this week was a lighter reading load. And so I'm already done with this week's readings, and like I said, what I'm going to do is just piggyback and try to fill in the gaps from the previous weeks. And I think I'm going to hone in more so on the antihypertensives and the anticoags a little bit more, just to get a better understanding in regards to those medications and just kind of go from there. But that's it. In my next video, I'm going to really hone in regards to how I prepare for the midterm. I'm going to actually give my review on the midterm. Y'all keep me lifted in prayers. But that's it. Nothing real big about this course thus far. I think nothing can top Patho. So far, Patho was more difficult than this course, just based off those EDAPT assignments. These little quizzes are not hard. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they're open book. So that's what's been pissing me off a little bit more, that I'm not getting a full 10 points. It's open book, but like I said, each week we're going over 10 chapters. So it's like, how are you able to filter through all of that content? I haven't used anything when I take these quizzes, because I really kind of want to know where I'm at. And thank God I've gotten the 8 out of 10. Right now, my grade in the class is about a 95%. I've gotten all my 50 points with my discussions, and that's about it. So I'll keep you posted on the midterm, guys. Happy studying to you. Good luck on any exams that you all have. Congratulations on just getting to this point. You all can do it. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. And until next week, bye.